on prediction. I told these fighters that I was facing what I'm going to do, how I'm going to do it, and when I'm going to do it. And the perfect scenario. And then as I went on, and only that, and I would obsessively visualize the most perfect scenario. And 99% of the time it happened. And then that one time it didn't, or that 1% it didn't happen. So now as I've become a lot more experienced in the game, I actually work backwards towards the perfect scenario. So I have had a limb break inside the octagon. So now I must have an answer to that. I have a whole selection of responses to the worst case scenarios. Now, not that I sit and dwell on them, or overthink them, but I just have them. So if the ankle goes, if the knee goes, if the shoulder goes, what's my response? Because the fight's not over.
No.
Until if you give, it's over. So if you have a maneuver, you know, you can outlast and you can survive in there and then get towards the victory. So I have found, as I have gotten more experience in the fight game, to work my way backwards from the worst case scenario to the best.
Expect Conor now, after all these years off and the injury after the leg and all that, to look similar to like how Nate did, or is this something are we going to see a revised Conor McGregor?
Yeah, I don't think Conor's gonna look as bad as Nate, bro. That was really bad. The thing that I think the punching power is going to be there regardless. Conor's going to come back from the injury and still have that natural punching power. What the question for me is the timing, the athleticism, the movement, all those questions need to be answered. I don't know. You know, we haven't seen him. So I don't know if his counter punching and his timing is anywhere near what it was. He has a chance to beat Max, you know? Yeah. Look, I love Max, but the career he's had and the longevity he's had, he's touched the canvas in his last 3 fights more, you know, that's more than he's touched in his entire career. I just think time's catching up with him. He's still a young man, but he's taking a lot of shots. And Conor can punch, man. You know, like, no matter how long he's been out, he still has the great equalizer, and that's power.
As Conor McGregor fine-tunes his skills in preparation for his highly anticipated rematch against Max Holloway, the entire MMA world is on high alert. Every training video that surfaces sparks a maelstrom of speculation, with music, fighters, analysts, and fans alike weighing in on the potential outcome. The consensus is divided. Some believe McGregor is poised for a triumphant return to form, while others warn that Holloway has evolved into an unstoppable force. Amidst the fervent discussions sweeping the MMA community, one question continues to reverberate. Now, if I was Conor, I would mix in takedowns again like he did in their first fight. And please do not take the bait, let your pride come up. You know you're only going to strike. No. I mean, Oliveira beat Max with his grappling. Then again, Oliveira has really great takedowns, but Conor's, to tell you the truth, aren't really that bad at all. And then there's another question: how long has he been training again? Did he ever stop training? I hope he didn't. No. Holloway might win this fight when Conor is thinking too much about what happened in between their first fight and this fight. Personally, I believe he can shake that off. I mean, this guy is used to dealing with a lot of pressure. He also is still in his prime. I believe he's 37 right now, which is a still strong age. Max is coming in much better than he did last time. Lots of experience against great fighters. As I mentioned, he matured a lot. Not in a recent thought-provoking conversation with Joe Rogan and his guests. The spotlight shone on Conor McGregor's highly anticipated comeback, and a crucial question emerged. How will a prolonged period of inactivity impact the legendary fighter when he steps into the ring with Max Holloway? The group delved into a telling pattern, one that has hindered many fighters in the past. Time and time again, lengthy layoffs have proven to be a significant disadvantage, especially when veteran fighters face off against younger, hungrier opponents who continue to hone their skills and gain momentum during their opponent's downtime. This daunting dynamic has played out repeatedly as seasoned fighters, often separated from their younger counterparts by a significant age gap, struggled to regain their footing against fresher, more agile opponents. You know, it is like this Conor McGregor fight in July is going to be a circumflex, bananas. It's going to be bananas. I mean, people are going to go crazy for the return of Conor McGregor because he's a giant personality. But don't expect the same. He hasn't fought in 5 years. It's been 5 years and that's the problem. It might be more because they're going to a little over. I think it is a little over 5. It's almost 6. I think it might be 6 at the time of the fight. I think it's 5. I think it's 5 right now. Are we expecting to see a Conor that looked like Nate this last fight? Or are we expecting to see a better Conor than someone that looked like Nate? 'Cause Nate did not look good. No, but Mike Perry did. Mike Perry looked like a circumflex murderer. You know what I mean? Like Mike Perry is a murderer. Laughter, he's a murderer. And in this such as you take a look at that and you when you're taking an older fighter, which Nate is now in your music, 21-5 a circumflex. Years ago July, so it literally will be 6 years, and but when you're oh no, it'll be 5 years, it'll be 5 years when you're taking a younger fighter and putting them against the old dog, it normally doesn't end well for the old dog. Well, the thing is about Max Holloway is like Max Holloway isn't that much younger than what could be the decisive factor that tips the scales in Holloway's favor. His opponents and fans alike point to music, one key advantage, relentless activity. Unlike McGregor, who has spent years on the sidelines, Holloway has remained a force to be reckoned with, consistently battling and defeating the sport's elite. Music, by staying in the fray, he's preserved his razor-sharp skills. And his enduring success is a testament to his unwavering dedication. Moreover, dropping down to a division that perfectly complements his physique could prove to be another masterstroke, unleashing the full fury of his legendary physical fitness. Honor he's not, but the thing is, Max has been in constant high competition the entire time. Won the BMF fight, beat Dustin like constant high competition. That's right, it's a different thing. And I honestly believe him at 155 is the best thing for him, but he's not 155 in this fight. This is 17, honestly he may even cut it all, just no weight cut. Just kind of walk around. And also knowing this is such a high-profile fight, he's gonna, Max is always in insane shape, but in Clear's throat, particularly in this fight. He's going to be in a circumflex, insane shape. In his last fight, he took almost shed light on McGregor's journey, revisiting the pivotal crossover bout against Floyd Mayweather, a fight that transformed the Irish star's career forever. While acknowledging the significance of that memorable clash, Taporia pondered an intriguing question. What if McGregor had maintained his relentless work ethic? After scrutinizing footage of McGregor's recent music training, Taporia is convinced that the Irishman was genuinely contemplating a return to his former glory. Despite the doubts sparked by his social media antics, the music signs suggest that McGregor was in fact dead serious about mounting a comeback. Music, yeah, what a man, that was such a crazy moment when McGregor just fought Mayweather. Yeah, that was something we just haven't seen before, what a super fight. Music, actually a big move for Conor, yeah. When they made that happen, yeah. I don't know music if his life was changed in a positive way since that fight. But anyways, man, I think as a fight fan, I wanted to see Conor just continue to music, take it so serious and continue to just be a great man. And I think that moment was so, I think he's taken seriously now, like his training sessions. Music, yeah, I've seen his training sessions. It looks like he's locked in. Yeah, it looks like music. You never know when we see things in social media. We never know the truth behind that because music could be training in the morning and partying at night. But he seems to be. Then Michael Bisping weighed in, revealing a fundamental truth about the world of MMA. That true success demands a multifaceted approach. He drew on a pivotal moment from the first showdown between Conor McGregor and Max Holloway, where McGregor's dominance in striking was suddenly turned on its head when he was caught off guard. Forced to adapt, McGregor seamlessly shifted his strategy, transitioning from a striking-based fighter to a grappler, executing takedowns with precision. This dramatic turn of events underscored the importance of having multiple avenues of attack, a luxury not often afforded in other combat sports like music boxing, where a single misstep can be catastrophic. In MMA, the ability to pivot and adjust is not just a luxury, but a necessity, as even the most promising strategy can falter in an instant. Basically, you got to have a plan A, a plan B, a plan C. And that's just the fact because there's so many different ways to skin the cat to win a mixed martial arts contest. And to be fair, McGregor's